Realize your chance to customize and purchase official NCISAA state championship merchandise by visiting the Lacrosse page on NCISAA.org. Fine Designs is official merchandise partner of the NCISAA.
I paid for it. Here. Do you want to sit? Do you want to sit here?
Mark, you're live.
We're doing 7.5 hours. Thank you.
Oh, that's hot.
Oh, because we're sitting in the sun.
Yep. Okay. You may be stopping a clock early. Welcome, fans, to the 2022 NCISAA Girls Lacrosse Championship. For today's championship, it features the number 2 seeded Buccaneers from Charlotte Country Day School and the number 1 seeded Hawks from Charlotte Latin. The NCIAA would like to thank Charlotte Latin for hosting today's championship. Before we start, we ask that you now please rise as we honor America and those who serve to protect our freedom with the playing of our national anthem. Now, let's meet the starting lineups. First, for the Buccaneers, freshman midfielder number 1, Grayson Ann McCurdy. Freshman midfielder number 2, Audrey Neal. Sophomore midfielder number 4, Margaret Schuler. Sophomore defender number 6, Zoe Tipperman. Senior midfielder number 7, Sydney Schultz. Junior attack number 8, Sadie Ward. Senior midfielder number 9, Parker Krantz. Freshman midfielder number 10, Esme Van Orden. Sophomore attack number 12, Molly Burbank. Senior defender number 15, Liza Hunter. Senior defender number 19, Evelyn Palmer. Sophomore midfielder number 22, Caroline Beasley. And in goal for the Buccaneers, junior number 28, Sahalia Kumar. The Buccaneers are led by head coach Christy Boyles, assistants Ed Burnham, Kara Blanchard, and Amber Zimmerling. And the starters for your Charlotte Latin Hawks. She's a senior attack, number 1, Millie Matei. Sophomore attack, number 3, Evie McMahon. Senior defender, number 6, Anna Pope. Senior midfielder, number 7, Megan Klingenberg. Sophomore midfielder, number 8, Arden Henry. Senior attack, number 12, Paige Klingenberg. Junior defender, number 13, Regan Frail. In goal, sophomore, number 19, Madeline Gator Wargo. Senior defender, number 20, Abby Lebda. Sophomore midfielder, number 25, Crawford Fisher. Sophomore defender, number 26, Natalie Massardo. And junior attack, number 27, Lee Troutman. Head coach for the Hawks is Miss Nikki Williams. Assistant coaches Patty Hunter and Bridget Alberts. I noticed. The NCISAA recognizes the athletic events must be conducted in a manner that good sportsmanship prevails at all times. Coaches, athletes, and spectators should be individually and collectively responsible for reflective behavior for each and other and officials. Every effort must be made to promote a climate of wholesome competitiveness. Thank you. All right, fans, welcome to today's state championship matchup that brings the Buccaneers here from Charlotte Country Day against the Charlotte Latin Hawks. And that is one there by the Hawks. They're going to be able to have free possession here, and they're going to start with this one. Lee Troutman out on the offense here. Passes that back over to Millie Matei. She's going to be behind the net. Gives it up over Evie McMahon, Arden Henry, Paige Klingenberg, and Megan Klingenberg out on the offensive set here. Evie McMahon, leading goal scorer here so far for the Hawks, collecting her 50th goal in the semifinal matchup last game, in their semifinal win over Durham Academy. Charlotte Country Day came here after beating Providence Day 15-8 in their semifinal match. Megan Klingenberg now has this. Ball is down off the turf. That's going to be stick checked and turned over here to the Buccaneers. Millie Matei there on the defensive effort, but that is going to be a foul called. Free start again here now for the Buccaneers. They get into the zone. Number 19 now has it. That's Evelyn Palmer. Palmer's going to slide this up over to number 12, Molly Burbank, and up to number 2, Audrey Neal. Neal has it. She sends it up to the top to number 9. That's Parker Krantz. Krantz now is going to try to dive into the right-hand side. Loses it. Picks it back up off the ground, though, and is going to settle it back up out here in front. Slides it over to number 1, Grayson Ann McCurdy, and slides back to number 9. Again, Parker Krantz. Krantz now gets into Grayson McCurdy. McCurdy tries to shoot, and she collects the first goal of the game to get the Buccaneers on the board. Buccaneers goal, scored by number 1, Grayson Ann McCurdy. Again, we'd like to thank so far we got about 40 viewers in here to today's game. Thank you for tuning in to today's first state championship game in the Division I bracket. That's going to be won there by Megan Klingenberg. Megan Klingenberg tries to be able to set in, dives to her left, puts a shot on goal, and Megan Klingenberg responds immediately there for your Hawks, collecting her first goal of the afternoon, and that is her 32nd of the season. Hawks goal, scored by number 7, Megan Klingenberg. We're all tied up here now at 1. Let's go back here now to the draw control circle. That looks like Klingenberg in there again with Krantz. Excuse me, that's number 19, Evelyn Palmer. Foul is going to be called there on the Buccaneers for the hold. So Klingenberg's going to be able to pick this one up. Immediately sprints inside the zone, gets over the offsides line, and sets up the offense. Has McMahon in front. Oh, McMahon tries to shoot there to the left, and that goes just wide of goal. But the Hawks are going to be able to maintain possession. Lee Troutman now has it. Troutman's going to work behind the net. Slow things up here now for the Hawks. Free start here now. McMahon's going to start. She's going to try to dive right there to her right. Steps back out. Gets it out over to Paige Klingenberg. Paige has a little bit of space. Paige is going to try to work to her right. Dives in. Tries to get around 2 defenders. Puts it on her left hand. And she converts there as Paige Klingenberg follows up from her sister, as both seniors are going to go to the University of Denver next year. And again, hopefully see some goals up there at Denver. Hawks goal, scored by number 12, Paige Klingenberg. Nice response there as the Buccaneers were first hit on the board with a goal from freshman Grayson Ann McCurdy. Hawks responded immediately as both Klingenberg's sisters followed up with a pair of goals, or 2 goals each. And we are now 2-1 here. 22 minutes left here in the first half. It is a hot one out here on Charlotte Lattin's campus on the turf, so we are hope to see some great lacrosse. Megan Klingenberg again gets that draw control, goes with the left hand, tries to put it, bounces sideways off the post, and skips out of bounds, but Millie Matei is there to be the closest to out of bounds, and that will maintain Hawk possession. Millie Matei now is going to start with this one behind the net, being defended right now by number 15. That's Liza Hunter. Hunter's going to stay in front of her. Pair of cutters are going to try to move in around some screens into the Hawks offense. Nice defended there in front. Oh, Lee Troutman was there, but couldn't convert on the pass to her. Ball is down on the ground. Both teams are jockeying here for possession. It does get up into it, and Megan's there to pick it up as Klingenberg's going to slide over to her left and try to get a little bit of space here. Slides it back over to Paige Klingenberg. Paige now has it. Paige is going to put it up over to Crawford Fisher. Crawford Fisher now going to slide this over to Arden Henry. Arden Henry has a little bit of space. Henry now with 42 goals on the season, going to try to find a little bit of room. She slides that back over to Fisher, and the Hawks are going to swing this around here on the offensive side. Lee Troutman has a cutter in front. She was looking for McMahon. That goes past her stick. It is going to be a sprint to the out-of-bounds line. Gets near it, and it is going to be turned over there. Last touch by the Hawks. Number 12 is going to bring this in. This is Molly Burbank, the sophomore attack here for the Buccaneers. Burbank tries to get around a couple of defenders, gets trapped in there, but is able to work it back out as she sends it over to Evelyn Palmer. Down on the turf, Lee Troutman, though, is able to pick it up. Troutman's going to try to move in quickly into the offensive zone. Gets it over to Henry. Arden Henry tries to look for a little bit of space. No foul call, though, as she goes down onto the turf. Nice pick up there by Regan Frail. Frail smartly goes into the offensive side. Crawford Fisher stays on sides, though, as she doesn't step in, so Frail can get into the set as both her now and Paige Klingenberg step into the offensive set. Joined by number 12, Paige Klingenberg. Great turnover reset there by the Hawks as they were able to stay on sides and be able to maintain possession here. Paige now is going to slide this over. I'm going to actually slide this. Double windows are messing me up. Crawford Fisher now slides this over to her right, looking for a little bit of space. Gets it out over to Troutman and over back to Megan Klingenberg. Klingenberg now has it. She's going to slow things up here on the offensive set. Just over 19 minutes here remaining in the half. Bouncing shot there, but a save by Sahalia Kumar for the Buccaneers as she was able to stretch to her left and make that save. Throws it out front to Crawford Fisher. Fisher now looking for a little bit of space. Tries to drive to her left. Throws the pass in, and that bouncing shot does go in as Crawford Fisher was able to get the goal there for the Hawks. Hawks goal scored by junior number 25, Crawford Fisher. $18:50 now remaining here in this first half. Hawks lead 3-1. Again, this is game one of our state championships here on Charlotte Latin's campus. Forsyth Country Day will take on Davison Day here this afternoon after this game. Also, fans, stick around after the game as we will have our medal presentations and trophies for both teams. Draw control up in the air. That's bouncing around. Crawford Fisher now tries to grab it. Arden Henry's there, but foul is called on the Hawks, so that will turn over to the Buccaneers. Sydney Schultz is going to start with this one for the Buccaneers, stepping into the zone. Schultz is going to throw it over to her right to number 2. That's Audrey Neal. And Neal slides it back to number 12, Molly Burbank. Burbank's going to try to get a little bit of room as she slides that over to, looks like number 8, Sadie Ward. Ward right now tries to go to her right. Can't find any space. Cut around, tries to look for a little bit of room, and a foul is going to be called. That foul is going to be charged to number 26, Natalie Massardo, as Sadie Ward was trying to cut in through the net. So Ward's going to start to the right of Gator, Hawks goalie. Buccaneers try to look for a little bit of space, thrown in front. That was number 7 there with the shot attempt, Sydney Schultz. Picked up, though, by Crawford Fisher. She's able to get that off the turf. Find some time and space as she's going to work up through the middle of the field, trying to be defended there by a couple Buccaneers. She's able to, though, bounce off that free start, continuing to go into the Hawks zone and settle in here for possession here. Crawford Fisher sends this back over to Megan Klingenberg. That was Paige. Paige is going to send it in the back. And now Evie McMahon slides this over to Lee Troutman on the offensive side. Reese Morgan now, freshman attack, checking in here now for the Hawks on the offensive side. Arden Henry's going to try to dive. Nice stick check there with number 10, Esme Van Orden. And Van Orden's able to get that ground ball and cut into the Buccaneers side. Another stick check, though, by Troutman. It is on the turf. Both players are going for it. Ground ball is picked up, though. That is picked up by number 8, Sadie Ward, and Sadie's going to work behind the net. Drops it back over to number 4, Margaret Schuler. Schuler tries to go around the net, and a block is going to be called. So this will be a free position shot for from the 8-meter for Sadie Ward. Excuse me, that's number 4, Margaret Schuler. Margaret Schuler is going to be on the 8-meter, just to the right of Gator. Schuler takes a few steps in and steps back out to set up the offense here. Sends it over to number 7, Sydney Schultz. Schultz slides it over to Krantz. And then to number 10, Esme Van Orden. Van Orden back to Krantz here. Buccaneers are trying to spread out the offense a little bit here to get an isolation play. Krantz drives into her right, takes a shot attempt, but that goes out of bounds. It's going to be kept, though, on Buccaneers' side. Parker Krantz is going to start with this one behind the net. Krantz tries to step in, and she's going to stay behind the net here to set up the offense. Couple cutters from the Bucks. Krantz now bounces it off the turf. She's able to maintain possession, slides it back out to the top to Sydney Schultz. Schultz is going to slide this over to Van Orden. Esme tried to cut in, but an illegal screen is going to be called on the Buccaneers, so that will turn over here to the Hawks. Arden Henry is going to start with this one on the free start. Henry's going to take a step to her left. Tries to throw it up in front to Lebda. Lebda is able to collect the pass, though. Throws an outlet pass up to Megan Klingenberg. Klingenberg now comes in. Megan tried to go around a couple defenders, though. Stick check called against number 9, Parker Krantz. So we're going to go back to the 8-meter. That's going to be directly in front of Kumar, Buccaneers goalie. Oh, correction, I'm sorry. We're going to go out to the 15-meter and restart here. Millie Matei now is going to start with this one on the outside. Being defended right there by number 15. That's Liza Hunter. Millie Matei is going to try to cut in on herself. And Millie Matei is able to come around the net and collect her first goal here of the afternoon. Hawks goal. Scored by number 1, Millie Matei. .17 here remaining in the first half. So Evelyn Palmer now in the draw control circle with Megan Klingenberg. Draw control up. Nice. Taken there by Reese Morgan out of the air quickly. So Reese Morgan now is going to start at the 8-meter here, just to the left of Kumar. Morgan takes a bouncing shot. I think Kumar is able to get a stick on that one. but the Buccaneers defense are able to pick it up. That's number 6 there for them, Zoe Tipperman. Tipperman's able to take a little space, draws the foul, and restarts here. Throws it up to number 2, Audrey Neal. Neal tried to collect the pass. It's down on the turf, though. Picked up, though, by Grayson Ann McCurdy. Thrown in front, looking for a little bit of space. Number 4, Margaret Schuler tried to grab some room, but a foul is called on the Hawks. So this will be another free position shot here. This is going to be just the Gators left. So Margaret Schuler is going to start with this one. Low liner, and nice save there by Gator. And she's able to drop down to her knee there and smother it as Margaret Schuler tried to go 5-hole. Stick check foul there. Anna Pope's going to start with this one. Pope's going to try to spin around a couple defenders. Cross check and called against the Buccaneers, so Anna Pope's going to be able to again start with this. Pope now gets it up over to Megan Klingenberg. Megan's going to try to work on the left-hand side. Throws it up in front to Evie McMahon. McMahon tries to get a little bit of space. Chick check there by the Buccaneers, though. Down on the turf. Foul is going to be called on number 1, Grayson Ann McCurdy. So a free start here. McMahon's going to have it at the bottom of your screen. And slows things down here with 12 minutes remaining in this first half. Arden Henry now is going to have it at the top of the zone for the Hawks. And that's Reese Morgan, also at the top of the zone. Finds Evie McMahon in front, but a shooting space foul is going to be called. So Evie McMahon's going to have with this one just into the front of Sahalia Kumar. McMahon tries a bouncing shot, but that goes up over the net. Ground ball is picked up, though. Picked up by number 15, Addie Barlow. Slides it back out to Paige Klingenberg. We will have a foul, though, and that will be a 30-second foul. Clock stopped at 11 minutes here. So coming off for the foul, that's Sydney Schultz for the Buccaneers. Megan Klingenberg is going to start with this one. Right at the top of the 8-meter. Excuse me, that's Paige Klingenberg, and Paige Klingenberg gets the goal from the free position shot. Hawks goal, her second of the game, scored by number 12, Paige Klingenberg. As we are now 5-1 here. And we will have a timeout called by Christy Boyles, head coach of the Buccaneers. Ortho Center is a proud partner of the NCISAA. At Ortho Carolina, personalized orthopedic care goes beyond your appointment. Accessible, comprehensive, and compassionate. It's your care, your way. Schedule your appointment today at orthocarolina.com. And fans, stay connected with all things NCISAA, including championship news, updates, and results by following the official NCISAA Twitter account at NCISAA1. Again, that's at NCISAA and the number 1. The NCISAA would like to thank the following corporate partners for their support this year. AAA Carolinas, NC Farm Bureau, Varsity Brands, Hometown Ticketing, Fine Designs, Formetco Sports, Musco Lighting, ProCal Professional Decals, Presto Sports, and Ortho Carolina. You improved. One save apiece here now from both Sahalia Kumar and Gator Wargo. But the Hawks were still able to get a couple more shots off to find the back of the net. As again, Millie Matei, Megan Klingenberg, Crawford Fisher each scoring so far, and Paige Klingenberg adding a pair. And with 10:58 remaining here in this first half, your Hawks have a 5-1 lead. Again, fans, we'd like to thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. We'd also like to wish a good luck to Coach Horton in his final Charlotte Latin game this afternoon. His girls soccer team, will be taking on Providence Day in the state championship. That game is going to be played at Charlotte Country Day today at 2 o'clock. Fortunately, we won't be able to live stream that for you, but follow the Charlotte Latin Twitter accounts to be able to find updates and results of that game. Let's head back out here to the draw control circle from the timeout. So this is going to be Evelyn Palmer and Megan Klingenberg inside the draw control. On the draw control circle, Crawford Fisher is going to be on the left-hand side. That's with Esme Van Orden. And on the right side is going to be number 10, Reese Morgan. She's up there with number 1, Grayson Ann McCurdy for the Buccaneers. And in the centerpiece, again, is going to be number 19, Evelyn Palmer and Megan Klingenberg. And that's picked up there by Crawford Fisher. Crawford Fisher immediately gets it up to Evie McMahon. Evie McMahon tries to find a little bit of space on the left, gets it up over to Crawford Fisher, but being defended right there by number 5, Poppy Farrell. And Millie Matei is able to come across from in front, collecting her second goal here of the afternoon. Hawks goal. Our second of the game, scored by number 1, Millie Matei. All right, we're back here now after the face-off circle. So after that foul, that's going to go back over to the Buccaneers. Number 19 now has it. Evelyn Palmer. Palmer's going to slide this up into the zone. Gets it back over to Grayson and McCurdy, and McCurdy's going to slide this one over. Parker Krantz now has it on the right-hand side. She's going to throw it behind the net to Sadie Ward. Ward now tries to find a little bit of space on the right-hand side. Natalie Massardo doing a good job cutting down any angles, not letting any space to cut in. Nice stick check there by Reese Morgan. Reese Morgan's able to draw the stick check and the foul there. Cross-check called by number 12, Molly Burbank. So Reese now just slides this over to Gator. And Gator's going to look for the outlet within the ball in the middle of the field. She again scans left and right, stays behind the net. Is able to come around in front, find a little bit of open space, gets it up over to Crawford Fisher. Fisher's going to slide this up in front. Looking for a little bit of room now as they are moving. Natalie Massardo steps into the offensive set. Looks up over for Addie Barlow, but that pass attempt does go wide, and that's going to turn over to the Buccaneers here now. That looks to be number 5, Poppy Farrell, who's going to start with this one behind the net with 9 minutes to play in the first half. That pass is on the turf. Addie Barlow, or Evie McMahon Excuse me, Addie Barlow is the one that took the hit. I haven't seen an X. I guess not. I have no idea. Paige Klingenberg now looking for a cutter in front. That was Reese Morgan who took a shot, but she's able to get back up. And Paige Klingenberg picking up her third goal of the afternoon there, as she was able just to pick it up off the turf and find the back of the net. Hawks goal, her third of the game, scored by number 12, Paige Klingenberg. So now Arden Henry is going to move into the draw control circle here against Evelyn Palmer. Hawks up 7-1 with 8:32 remaining here in the first half. A little change here now with Arden Henry taking it off her left side. Ball is down on the turf. And Crawford Fisher picks that at draw control up. She's being defended right now by Grayson Ann McCurdy. Slides it back over there to number 6. That's Anna Pope. Pope tried to get into the offensive zone, though. Stick checked on the ground, picked up there by Sydney Schultz. Schultz tried to find a little bit of room, but foul is called on the Buccaneers. Thrown in front here now. Schultz now has it. Sydney Schultz is going to bring this one into the offensive set. Taking around at the top of your screen. Schultz now is going to work around in front. Tries to throw it and goes up top as Sydney Schultz. Buccaneers goal, our first of the game, scored by number 7, Sydney Schultz. So we're now here 7-2 with 7:52 remaining here in the first half. Great crowd we have here. We'd also like to thank the 42 fans that are watching online and the number of fans who are here on Charlotte Latin's campus surrounding this field to watch today's state championship. We know it's a hot one out there today for coming here to cheer on both the Buccaneers and the Hawks. Crawford Fisher picks up that draw control, tries to send it over in front. Foul is going to be called. So Crawford Fisher is going to start with this one. Immediately sends it around. That looks to be number 1, Millie Matei. Yep, that's Millie Matei behind the net now. Going to slide it over to Barlow. Addie Barlow back to Matei, in front to Arden Henry, and Arden Henry does not miss from there as she was wide open in front of the net and was able to finish there for the Hawks' 8th goal here. Hawks goal, scored by number 8, Arden Henry. Arden Henry now, that goes into the draw control circle, bouncing around. Lee Troutman tries to pick it up. And Evie McMahon's able to get it finally off the turf. Gets it into Henry in front. And Arden Henry with a snipe. As she just turned and fired a rocket in up underneath the crossbar for her second goal of the afternoon. Hawks goal, her second of the game, scored by number 8, Arden Henry. This looks to be Esme Van Orton and Arden Henry. So Megan Klingenberg draws the foul just outside the circle right off there. And she's going to be able to start with this one. She gets inside the zone. Megan Klingenberg finds Henry again, open on the right side. And before she sniped it underneath the crossbar again, a whistle was blown. So Henry's going to have to start with this one just outside the 8-meter. She's got that ball snapped back on her stick. It looks like she's going to be ready just to repeat again. Takes a snap, bounces right off the crossbar. You could hear it from here. And that goes out of play, and that's going to stay here, Hawks ball. Paige Klingenberg starts with this one. Paige is going to slide it back over to Millie Matei, and now that is Lee Troutman behind the net. This one over, looking for Addie Barlow, but keeps it on her stick. Now Barlow has it at the bottom of your screen. Addie Barlow gets it back up to Arden Henry. Arden Henry has just been feeling it here these last few minutes with a couple of snipes. One went in just after the whistle was blown for a foul. But, man, she is just snapping it here from right in front of Sahalia Kumar, Buccaneers goalie. Millie Matei now slides this one over to Evie McMahon. Evie McMahon tries to get around one. And that foul is going to be called on number 15, Liza Hunter. So Evie McMahon's going to start at the 8-meter here to the right of Kumar. McMahon takes a step around, and she's able to get the goal. Her 51st of the season to Evie McMahon. Hawks goal. Scored by number 3, Evie McMahon. Timeout by the Buccaneers. At North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance, being local for our customers and their family matters. That's why we're a proud sponsor of the NCISAA. Whether it's supporting student athletes or giving back to local communities, North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance is here when you need us. Visiting the Lacrosse page on NCISAA.org. Find designs from official merchandise partner of the NCISAA. Okay, fans, we're coming back here now from that timeout. The Hawks leading the Buccaneers 10-2. 5:07 remaining here in this first half. Looks like we're going to have Esme Van Orden in the draw control circle there with Arden Henry. Excuse me, that's going to be number 19, Evelyn Palmer. And Madeline Wargo, Gator Wargo with the save there for the Hawks. Turned over by the Buccaneers. Buccaneers going to go quickly here. Knocked off there. Number 7, though, Sydney Schultz was able to pick that back up. And Wargo steals that pass as Gator was able to grab that out of the air. Outlet quickly up top to Evie McMahon. McMahon has it on her stick. She's going to try to. She gets stick check there, and she's going to be able to maintain possession. Lee Troutman now tries to cut in. She collects the pass. And Arden Henry draws that foul for the shooting space. So she's going to have this one just to the right up, actually right in the center at the 8-meter of Sahalia Kumar. And Arden Henry draws the foul there. So we're going to replay this one right in front of Kumar. A snapshot there, but that goes wide of goal. That will stay here with possession to the Hawks. Millie Matei now has it. Millie Matei comes out from the right looking for a little bit of space. She's defended right there on defense by Sydney Schultz. Lee Troutman now tries to come in. She's defended by number 15, Liza Hunter. Arden Henry now has it. Henry's going to have to step back, though. Marked on the play there by Evelyn Palmer. Addie Barlow now. Barlow's going to send this one over, being defended by number 6, Zoe Tipperman. Hold is going to be called on number 22, Caroline Beasley. I'll do it at 1. So Paige Klingenberg now. Paige takes a bouncing shot, and that is good as Paige Klingenberg collects her 4th goal there of the afternoon. Hawks goal, her 4th of the game. Draw control foul there called on Arden Henry. So the Buccaneers are going to start with this one. Sydney Schultz is going to immediately hand that one over to Evelyn Palmer. Palmer now has it. Palmer's going to try to work around her left-hand side. Gets around two Hawk defenders and immediately gets it up on the offensive side to number 8, Sadie Ward, and over now to Parker Krantz. Krantz now is going to try to dive into her right. Throws it back out to number 12. Cutting in for a little bit of space there is Molly Burbank. Parker Krantz gets the goal, but right after the whistle. So Parker Krantz there is going to have a free position shot right in front of Gator at the 8-meter. Stick check there is going to be called on Reese Morgan with a little bit of a high hit up on the stick. So we're going to reset here now. Parker Krantz is going to have a free position shot right there in the middle again of Gator. And nice save there by Gator. Slides over number 27, Lee Troutman. Addie Barlow tried to take a shot, but she got a nice stick check there from the Buccaneers. Shot went up high. Millie Matei is immediately bring this back in. Over to Barlow, back to Matei. Illegal pick there called on the Hawks. Clock. 21. 24. 24. Yeah. 22, sorry. 23. 23. And then, yep. Buccaneers are going to go quickly here. Grayson over to Parker Krantz. Krantz now tries to take a shot in front. Is that number 11? Looks like number 11, Macon Mobley. Macon Mobley there with the goal for the Buccaneers. Buccaneers goal scored by number 11, Macon Mobley. Let's now go to the draw control circle again. Evelyn Palmer. Palmer now is going to be in there with Arden Henry. 4.5 seconds remaining here in the first half. And that is the first half with your Hawks up 11-3. Goal summary here for the Buccaneers. Grayson Ann McCurdy, Sydney Schultz, and Molly Burbank each with a goal for the Buccaneers. For the Hawks, Evie McMahon, Megan Klingenberg, and Crawford Fisher each had one. Millie Matei and Arden Henry had a pair, and Paige Klingenberg with 4. And that gives the Hawks 11 and the Buccaneers 3, as we're going to go here for a 7-minute break and back for some second half action. The NCISAA would like to thank the following corporate partners for their support this year: AAA Carolinas, NC Farm Bureau, Varsity Brands, Hometown Ticketing, Fine Designs, Ormeco Sports, Musco Lighting, ProPal Professional Decals, Presto Sports, and Ortho Carolina. Fans, did you know 5 seconds of texting or reading an email is like driving the entire length of a football field? NCISAA is proud to partner with AAA Carolinas to encourage all students and fans to drive safely.
Good job, Mr. Phoenix.
Thank you, sir. Tate with 2, Arden Henry with 2, Paige Klingenberg with 4, and 3 saves for Gator. Fans, as we're ticking down here with 35 seconds remaining here in the halftime, again, we'd like to thank you for tuning in to today's broadcast of the NCIAA State Championship game. Your Hawks have an 11-3 lead. Stay connected with all things NCISAA, including championship news, updates, and results by following the official NCIAA Twitter account at NCISAA1. Again, that's NCISAA and the number 1. Again, fans, if you have any friends or family that want to tune in to today's second half, Charlotte Latin is live streaming today's game on their website and YouTube channel. Go to charlottelatin.org/athletics or the Charlotte Latin Athletics YouTube channel to watch today's second half. Macon Mobley. Yeah, number 11. Macon. Okay, fans, we're back here now for some second half action. Looks to be in a draw control circle. That's going to be now Sydney Schultz, number 1. Hard to tell the difference between a 1 and a 7 here now. So it's going to be Grayson Ann McCurdy, number 1, or Sydney Schultz. Number 7 there, Megan Klingenberg. And we're going to reset here now. That is Grayson Ann McCurdy in there for the Buccaneers. Immediately picked up there, though, by number 7, Sydney Schultz. Schultz now has it as she's going to try to step inside the zone, get around 2 defenders, and draws the foul. Sydney Schultz now going to restart with this one. Again, we're going to flip sides here now, so the Buccaneers are scoring on the left side of your viewing screen. That's number 11, Macon Mobley, one of their goal scorers for the Buccaneers. Underhand passes that over there to number 12, Molly Burbank. Burbank now has it. Burbank's going to try to look for a little bit of room. Now slides this over. Again, that's Schultz who has it at the bottom of your screen. Schultz now tries to cut into her right with a little bit of spin move. Tries to put a shot on, but being defended right there by Megan Klingenberg. Slides it out top over to number 9, Parker Krantz. Krantz is going to send that over to Audrey Neal. Neal now has it. Audrey's going to try to go to her left. Stick is down on the ground, and a stick check is going to be called there. That's going to be called on number 6, Anna Pope. So Audrey Neal is going to start with this one just at the 8-meter. False start is going to be called there on the Hawks, so we're going to reset here. Easier than a text. And another save there, though, by Gator. Nice save by Gator for the Hawks. Sends it over to Abby Lebda. Lebda is going to try to get this up over to Arden Henry. Arden Henry tries to get a little bit of space now. Henry now slides this in to McMahon, back to Klingenberg. Klingenberg now has it, and Megan Klingenberg is able to tally there with the left hand, picking up her second goal of the afternoon. Hawks goal, her second of the afternoon, scored by number 7, Megan Klingenberg. So let's move back here now to the face-off circle. Grayson Ann McCurdy is going to be in the draw control circle there with Arden Henry for the Hawks. Henry now has it, tries to take a shot attempt, and Arden Henry picks up her third goal of the afternoon as she goes low in 5-hole and picks the bouncing shot up. Hawks goal, her third of the game, scored by number 8, Arden Henry. We're going to go back here now. Under 22 minutes. Hawks now lead 13-3. That's picked up there by Sydney Schultz. Schultz now has it. Schultz is going to slide this over to Caroline Beasley. Beasley now steps inside. Beasley takes it to the top of your screen as she gets inside the Buccaneers zone. Caroline's going to try to work with it as Caroline works behind. She's going to slide this over to Sadie Ward. Ward now has it, and Ward's going to send it back behind to Parker Krantz. Krantz now slides this up to Audrey Neal, and joining her on the offense now, Sydney Schultz. Schultz is going to take the ball at the top of the zone and slow things down here for the Buccaneers to set up the offense. Sydney Schultz scans to the left and right. Tries to look for a little bit of space. Throws it up over to Parker Krantz. Krantz now slides this over to Grayson Ann McCurdy. Thrown in front and off the face mask of Gator, and Gator was able to pick up her 5th save here of the afternoon. Crawford Fisher now has it. Fisher's going to try to get in. Slides it up to Anna Pope. Ball is down on the ground, though. Pope's able to pick it up. Another bounce up into the air. Millie Matei is there. Millie Matei takes a shot down to the turf. Yeah. He gave the X. Not when he gives an X.
With a penalty.
Crawford Fisher now in front, and that is going to be a foul here. Lee Troutman now in front. Stolen away, though, by Sydney Schultz. Schultz now has it. Slides this lap to Hallie Kumar. Kumar slides this up over to Evelyn Palmer. Palmer now is going to work to the left-hand side. Gets this up over to off the turf and Macon Mobley. Sadie Ward now is going to start with this one from the outside. Takes a few steps in, steps back. Oh, stolen away by Crawford Fisher, but a foul is going to be called. So we're going to restart here now from Audrey Neal. Neal now has it. Neal's going to start with this one from the 8-meter. Takes a bounce up over, goes wide. Look to see if it tipped off a Gator. And Gator steals that one out of the air. Going to slow things down here. Nothing yet. Yeah, that's fine. Like he's. Start it. Crawford Fisher now has a nice pass and tipped up. That's bouncing around. So Halia Kumar now. Kumar throws it outlet it, but Evie McMahon steals that pass. Tries to throw a shot in front. Bouncing around. Paige Klingenberg now has it. Paige Klingenberg now is going to be able to try to go to her right, looking for a little bit of space. Arden Henry now has it. Henry's going to start with this one from the 8-meter. And Arden Henry goes low to collect her 4th goal of the afternoon. Hawks goal, her 4th of the afternoon, scored by number 8, Arden Henry. Let's go back down here now in the face-off circle. Grayson and McCurdy in the draw control. Draw control now given, picked up there by Sydney Schultz. Schultz is going to have that one, and she's going to move into the right-hand side. Slides it over to Molly Burbank. Burbank now has it. Burbank's going to try to go to the like to Beacon. Mosley now is going to send this one over to Parker Krantz. Krantz going to slide up to the top of the zone over to Audrey Neal. Neal now has it. Neal's going to take around a screen. Sends it back over to number 12, Molly Burbank. Burbank now had it over to Parker Krantz. Foul is going to be called there. So we're going to have a free position by Parker Krantz just to the left of Gator. Flag is up there again, so we're going to have another penalty. We're going to restart here. Parker Krantz now has it. Krantz takes a shot, but that bounces wide. That's picked up, though, by Klingenberg. Megan Klingenberg is going to go with a ton of speed up near the top of your screen. Slides back over to her right. Being defended right now on the play by number 5, Puppy Farrell. Thrown in front, and number 25, Crawford Fisher, picks up her 2nd goal of the afternoon. Hawks goal, her 2nd of the afternoon, scored by number 25, Crawford Fisher. Checking in now to the game here, number 2, senior Merritt Clater, coming into the defensive side here now for the Hawks. And she is a fan favorite here from the student body as they're cheering wildly in for Merritt Clater as a senior now getting in here to the state championship game. Let's go back to the draw control circle now. Reese Morgan's going to be in the draw control. She's going to be going up against freshman Grayson Ann McCourty as the battle of the freshmen here now for this draw control. Morgan picks that one up. Immediately throws it up ahead there to Troutman. Lee Troutman now looks in front for Fisher, bounces it off the turf. Crawford Fisher is able to battle off the cross check there. So Crawford Fisher is going to start with this one. Fisher throws it over, looking for space there. Ella Livingston now on the attacking side as the seniors in there into the offensive zone. Pass went just over her stick, so that's going to turn over to the Buccaneers here now with 12 and a half minutes remaining in this contest. Grayson Ann McCurdy now is going to take this one. Throws it up ahead to Evelyn Palmer. Throwing up ahead, Evelyn Palmer now. Palmer. And takes the stick check. Throws it up over to Margaret Schuler. Schuler now has it. Stolen away by Anna Pope. Pope now picks it up off the turf. And Anna Pope is cruising down the bottom of your screen here into the offensive zone. Gives it up over to Millie Matei. And Millie Matei finds Megan Klingenberg in front. Megan Klingenberg picking up her 3rd goal of the afternoon. Hawks goal, her 3rd of the game, scored by number 7, Megan Klingenberg. Timeout called by Coach Williams here in the Hawks. Fans, stick around after today's game for our awards presentation for both teams. Ortho Carolina is a proud partner of the NCISAA. At Ortho Carolina, personalized orthopedic care goes beyond your appointment. Accessible, comprehensive, and compassionate, it's your care your way. Schedule your appointment today at orthocarolina.com. Now in goal for the Hawks, sophomore number 33, Ellie Collier. Thank you. Ellie Collier now here, coming in for Gator. Gator with a fine afternoon here with 5 saves. Fans, did you know 5 seconds of texting or reading an email is like driving the entire length of a football field blindfolded? The NCIAA is proud to partner with AAA Carolinas to encourage all students and fans to drive safely. All right, fans, we're coming back here now with 10:35 remaining in this game. Draw control circle bouncing around, picked up though by Megan Klingenberg. Klingenberg immediately gets it up to Henry. Arden Henry finds a lot of real estate up in front, gets it up to Addie Barlow. Barlow bangs it off the post, but it is able to bounce and up into the hands of Eleanor Poole. Poole now tries to maintain possession of it, but she falls out of bounds, losing it, and that's going to turn over to the Buccaneers. Stolen away. Addie Barlow now has it. Barlow tries to look for Henry. Henry's just going to slow things up here and step out to the top of the zone. Tries to slide it over to Addie Barlow, over to Ella Livingston. Livingston now puts it in front, and Millie Matei is able to take the pass from Ellie Livingston, and Millie Matei collects her 3rd goal of the afternoon. Hawks goal. Her 3rd of the afternoon, scored by number 1, Millie Matei. Checking in now here on the defensive side, that looks to be number 9, McLean Marshall, checking into the game as the junior defender. So we're now going to set up here in the draw control circle. Draw control is going to be, looks like Parker Krantz. Foul called there against the Hawks. So number 19, Evelyn Palmer, is going to start with this one. Palmer is going to slide this up over to number 2, Audrey Neal. Neal now tries to find a little bit of space. Ball is down on the ground, though. Evie McMahon tries to pick it up, goes back down to the turf. McMahon picks it back up again, and she's able to try to get a little real estate. Throws it up over to her left to Natalie Massardo. Massardo is moving with time and space as Massardo is cruising here into the offensive side. Card is fouled, yellow card here, so number 3, Wynn McDade. Evie McMahon now has it. McMahon's going to throw it in front to Matei. Millie Matei, and Millie Matei is able to pick up the goal. Her 4th of the afternoon. Oh, correction, no goal there. That one's going to be waved off. A whistle beforehand. So we're going to stay here at 17. They're going to call a crease foul there on Matei. Outletted now. Kamar throws this over to number 1, Grayson Ann McCurdy. McCurdy now has it. McCurdy gets around a couple defenders. Throws this outlet in front over to number 15, Liza Hunter. Hunter's going to move with a little bit of space. Liza tries to get across. Tripped up on the play, though, so she gets some room. Battles a cross check there by Massardo. So Liza Hunter is going to start with this one at the 8-meter. foul is called there. Coming off on the play, it looks to be Reese Morgan. Foul is there called on the Hawks, so we will have another 8-meter free position shot. Is Esme Van Orden is going to take this one here. Under 6 minutes and running here in the second half. Shot attempt there by number 8, Sadie Ward, as Ward is able to find the back of the net. Buccaneers goal, scored by number 8, Sadie Ward. (17-4) here now in this contest. Your Hawks up with 5 minutes, just over 5 minutes in counting. Winds are starting to pick up a little bit here on field too, but at least the sun is away, making it a little bit more pleasant evening for our fans. And again, we'd like to welcome and thank the 40 of you who are watching here from afar. I know you couldn't be here on campus to join us, but thank you for joining in to today's state championship game. This is game 1 of 2 as our Division II matchup of Davison Day against Forsyth Country Day will take place here at 2 o'clock. Let's go back to the draw control circle. Conversation happening now by. I don't see anything. Yep, now stop it. Draw control is up. That's on the turf now. Millie Matei tried to grab it, but a foul is called against the Buccaneers, so that will turn back over here. Hawks are going to have possession with 4 minutes and running here. Offsides is called here on the Buccaneers, so we will start this over again. Millie Matei is going to have it at the bottom of your screen. Thrown in front. Thrown in front here, number 19, Evelyn Palmer. Palmer's going to get that up immediately up over to number 7, Sydney Schultz. Schultz now has it. Schultz tried to take a shot attempt. That goes out of play, and it will stay here with the Buccaneers. Passed around here now. Sadie Ward now has a recent goal scorer for the Buccaneers. Ward now is going to try to work back to her left behind the net, cutting back through her right. Trying to take a dive attempt, thrown in front just to the wide of goal. Buccaneers are able to pick that one up, though. Parker Krantz now has it. Krantz is going to try to find a little bit of space. Foul is called here, though, on the Hawks. So we will have a free position shot, I believe. As the rains are picking up here now. And that shot attempt does go out of play. Timeout called by the Hawks. 2:15 remaining here in this contest. please stick around at the conclusion of this game as Assistant Director of the NCISAA, Mary Hill, will be here to present our trophy presentation to both teams. Please stick around after the game for our trophy presentation. Thank you. .216 remaining here in this contest. Again, your Hawks leading 17-4 as they go after back-to-back state titles here in this Division 1A. It has been a great afternoon of lacrosse here for the hometown team. We're now here back under play. Outlet and immediately out. That's number 24 now, Rebecca Campbell. Campbell now has it, looking for a little bit of space, but she's being defended on the play. Gives it up over number 2. That's Mara Clater. Clater's going to try to grab it. That's picked up, though, by the Buccaneers. Number 8, Sadie Ward. Ward now is going to work to her left-hand side, looking for a little bit of space. Slides it over to Grayson Ann McCurdy. Grayson tried to go through it as she couldn't find any space. Picked up, though, by number 21. That's Kate Livingston. Livingston gets it up over to her sister, Ella. Ella Livingston is moving down the right-hand side, looking for a little bit of space to number 14. That's Ellison Dolan. Dolan now tries to find it. Ellison tries to find a little bit of room. Stick checked on the play, though. It is down off the turf. Picked up, though, by number 19, Evelyn Palmer. Palmer's going to try to grab it in. Eleanor Poole's able to steal that one. Poole tries to throw a pass up to Allison Archibald, and Archibald is able to pick this one up off the turf. Slow things down up here off the top of the zone. Foul is called off the play. Offsides there called on the Buccaneers. 1 minute remaining in the game. 1 minute. Allison Archibald is here. Allison's going to have this one. She's going to slide it over to, I believe, Jane Cotchett. And Jane's able to pick that one up. Jane's going to try to find a little bit of room, fighting off a double team. Fights off the stick check there, so she's going to be able to have a free start. Jane now cuts in with a little bit of space, tries to pass it out over to number 17. That's Eleanor Poole. Poole slides it back over here now to number 22, Stella Burke. Stella slides it out to Allison Archibald. Archibald back over to Jane Cotchett. Cotchett now cutter in front, looking for Ella Livingston, but that pass does just go wide. Picked up now on the play there by number 17, Eleanor Poole. Poole looks in front to number 24, Rebecca Campbell, and that is probably the final goal that we're going to see here as number 24, Rebecca Campbell, is able to get that goal. Hawks goal, scored by number 24, Rebecca Campbell. And with that final horn, Charlotte Latin Hawks are victorious 18-4 here in today's state championship. Again, fans, we'd like to thank you for coming to today's game. Please stick around for our trophy presentation and medals to both teams. fans, please stick around here for our trophy presentation. Again, we'd like to ask our fans, please clear the field so we can have our trophy presentation to both the Buccaneers and the Hawks. Okay, we'd like to draw your attention out here to midfield as the NCISAA Assistant Director Mary Hill and Athletic Director David Gateau there is going to present our trophy and medals. Congratulations to both teams on an outstanding season and a well-played championship game. This year's Division I state runner-up from the Charlotte Country Day Buccaneers finished their season today with a record of 16-6. Let's congratulate each individual team member prior to awarding the runner-up trophy. First, number 1, Grayson Ann McCurdy. Number 2, Audrey Neal. Number 3, Wynn McDade. Number 4, Margaret Schuler. Number 5, Poppy Farrell. Number 6, Zoe Tipperman. Number 7, Sydney Schultz. Number 8, Sadie Ward. Number 9, Parker Krantz. Number 10, Esme Van Orden. Number 11, Macon Mobley. Number 12, Molly. Number 14, Ellie Thompson. Number 15, Liza Hunter. Number 17, Ella Stein. Number 18, Sutton Wilson. Number 19, Evelyn Palmer. Number 20, Sam Agisum. Number 21, Olivia Pratt. Number 22, Caroline Beasley. Number 23, Maggie Brennan. And number 28, Sahalia Kumar. Again, congratulations to Coach Boyles and the Charlotte Country Day Bucks. Captains from the Bucks, please come forward to receive your runner-up trophy. And now, let's congratulate the NCISAA Girls Lacrosse Division I State Champion, your Charlotte Latin Hawks. Team finished their season with a record of 18-4, so let's recognize each individual on the team for their outstanding contributions this season. First, number 1, Millie Matei. Number 2, Merritt Clater. Number 3, Evie McMahon. Number 4, Jane Cotchett. Number 5, Ella Livingston. Number 6, Anna Pope. Number 7, Megan Klingenberg. Number 8, Arden Henry. Number 9, McLean Marshall. Number 10, Reese Morgan. Number 12, Paige Klingenberg. Number 13, Regan Frail. Number 14, Ellison Dolan. Number 15, Addie Barlow. Number 17, Eleanor Poole. Number 18, Nora White. Number 19, Gator Wargo. Number 20, Abby Lebda. Number 21, Kate Livingston. Number 22, Stella Burke. Number 24, Rebecca Campbell. Number 25, Crawford Fisher. Number 26, Natalie Massardo. Number 27, Lee Troutman. Number 30, Allison Archibald. Number 32, Avon Cutter. And number 33, Ellie Collier. Again, congratulations to head coach Nikki Williams and her Charlotte Latin Hawks. Captains, please come forward to receive the 2022 NCISAA State Championship Trophy. As they grab pictures, let's give one last round of applause for all of our players and coaches from these two outstanding programs. We'd like to thank everyone for attending the 2022 NCISAA Girls Lacrosse State Championship. If you're looking for more lacrosse action, our Division II, Davidson Day and Forsyth Country Day will be taking off with the draw control scheduled at 2 o'clock. Again, also good luck to the Charlotte Latin soccer team as they go after a state title at 2 o'clock at Charlotte Country Day School. Again, thank you fans for coming out this afternoon and have a great afternoon. Mark, thank you very much. Huge help. Perfect, yeah, because I don't need to record for them. Appreciate it, buddy. I'll be seeing you in the next couple years. Ready for field hockey. Thank you guys very much. I'll be seeing you next year, yep.